Are you thinking about living off the grid and embracing a sustainable lifestyle? Off-grid living, in essence, is a life of self-sufficiency. It's a life where you generate your power, grow your food, and essentially live without the need for public utilities or services. More and more people are being drawn toward this lifestyle in recent years. The reasons? A desire for self-sufficiency, a longing for independence, and an aspiration to lead a lifestyle that's kinder to our planet. Living off the grid is about more than just disconnecting from the power company. It's about creating a lifestyle that's as sustainable as it is fulfilling. It's about learning to rely on yourself and the Earth's resources, rather than external, often unsustainable systems. But let's be clear, off-grid living isn't a walk in the park. It requires careful planning, a thorough understanding of your needs and resources, and a willingness to invest in sustainable technologies. If this sounds appealing to you, then stick around. We will guide you through the steps of how to live off the grid. The first step towards living off the grid is finding a suitable piece of land. This is a crucial part of the process, as the land you choose will play a significant role in your off-grid lifestyle. The size of the land is one factor to consider. It needs to be large enough to accommodate your home, garden, and possibly livestock, but not so vast that it becomes unmanageable. Location is another key consideration. You might prefer a remote location for its tranquility and privacy, but keep in mind that this could also mean being far from amenities and services. It's all about finding the right balance that suits your needs and lifestyle. The local climate and resources are also important factors. A warm climate can be beneficial for growing your own food, while a cooler climate might require more planning and adaptation. You'll want to ensure that there are sufficient resources such as water and wood, and consider the potential for harnessing renewable energy sources like wind and solar power. Remember, every piece of land has its own set of challenges and advantages. The key is to choose a piece of land that aligns with your vision of off-grid living. Once you have your piece of land, it's time to think about how you will sustain yourself. Living off the grid doesn't mean you're cut off from the world. You'll still need some source of income and a plan for food production. While the idea of self-sufficiency is appealing, the reality is that you'll still need money for things like taxes, supplies, and unexpected expenses. So how can you earn? Consider remote work, or perhaps starting a small business that capitalizes on your new lifestyle, like selling handmade crafts or surplus produce. Now let's talk about food. You have several options here. First, there's gardening. It's a fantastic way to grow your own fruits, vegetables, and herbs. You can start small and gradually expand. Then there's farming. If you have enough land, you can raise livestock for meat, milk, eggs, and more. Finally, if it's legal and you're skilled, hunting and fishing can supplement your food supply. Remember, it's all about balance. Your income sources should be sustainable and align with your lifestyle, and your food production should be diverse and reliable. With income and food sorted, the next step is your shelter. Your off-grid home should be efficient, eco-friendly, and comfortable. And with a well-thought-out design, it certainly can be. Let's dive into how you can create your own sustainable shelter, shall we? First up, let's talk about house design. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about functionality and efficiency. An ideal eco-friendly home should blend seamlessly with its surroundings, maximizing the use of natural resources while minimizing waste. For instance, orienting your home to take advantage of the sun's path can significantly reduce your need for artificial heating and cooling. That brings us to insulation. A well-insulated home is like a thermos. It keeps the heat in when it's cold outside and the cool in when it's hot. This drastically reduces the energy needed to maintain a comfortable living temperature. Think beyond traditional insulation materials and consider renewable options like sheep's wool, cotton, or cellulose. Now let's consider thermal mass. This is the ability of a material to absorb and store heat energy. Materials with high thermal mass like brick, concrete, and stone can absorb heat during the day and release it slowly at night, helping to stabilize indoor temperatures. Next, we have passive solar techniques, a fancy term that basically means using the sun's energy to heat and light your home. This can be as simple as having large south-facing windows that let in plenty of sunlight, or as complex as installing a solar thermal system for hot water and heating. Lastly, we come to solar power systems. While the initial investment might seem steep, the long-term savings are significant. Plus, with advances in technology, solar panels are becoming more efficient and affordable. A properly designed solar power system can provide a reliable, renewable source of electricity, making you less dependent on the grid and more self-sufficient. Remember, building an eco-friendly home is not just about being kind to the environment. It's also about creating a living space that's comfortable, sustainable, and cost-effective. With a sustainable home, you are well on your way to living off the grid. Living off the grid isn't just about survival, it's about embracing a rewarding lifestyle. It's about breaking free from the chains of modern conveniences and rediscovering the joy of self-sufficiency. As we've navigated through this guide, we've covered the crucial steps to living off-grid. We started with finding suitable land, a corner of the world that you can call your own. Remember, consider the size, location, and resources available when choosing your haven. The next step we discussed was generating your income and food. This is the heart of self-sufficiency. You might be growing your own produce, raising livestock, or harnessing the power of the internet to generate income. Whatever your method, it's about creating a sustainable way of life that's in harmony with nature. Then, we explored the art of building an eco-friendly home. Incorporating passive solar techniques, insulation, thermal mass, and solar power systems can help create a home that is efficient and kind to the environment. This is where your creativity can truly shine, crafting a home that is not only functional, but also a reflection of your values and aspirations. But let's not forget, embracing the off-grid lifestyle is about more than just practicalities. It's about the freedom and satisfaction that comes from living life on your own terms. It's about the peace and tranquility that comes from being intimately connected with nature. It's about the pride and accomplishment that comes from building a life that is truly your own. Yes, living off the grid requires careful planning and investment in sustainable technologies. But the rewards, both tangible and intangible, are beyond measure. So, are you ready to embrace this rewarding lifestyle? To take the leap into a life of self-sufficiency and sustainability? If you found this guide helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.